Well, hello, everybody. It's been a while, hadn't it? I just wanted to get on here and let y'all know what we've been up to. Over the summer, it's been one thing after another. I've been making cookies, that of which I can put the recipe down in the bottom in the description box. They turned out great. They were lemon cookies. We really enjoyed them. There's going to be a recipe. See how flat they are? You just roll them in balls and flatten them out in your hand. See how thick? Not much. Eighth of an inch, little taller. And then you just make the glaze. That's the glaze I started out with. I made some of them with that one, and then I added a different ingredient to it. Oh, see the edges on the cookie? You don't want them to get any darker than that. Not really. It makes them too hard if you do. And I just squiggled my icing all around the top. Really Art Deco, huh? Lovely. This is what I ended up with another batch. I put strawberry and raspberry jam in the icing mix. They dried. They weren't gooey. They turned out great. And I'm doing all this baking because of her. That's our granddaughter, Samantha, and her fiance, Everett. We love them. Anyway, she asked me to do her wedding cake. They're going to get married December 7th of this year. And I've been practicing my baking skills, which are lacking. So it started out with an Italian cream, and they loved it. So that's what they're going to want basically for one of the layers. But this is a housewarming cake that I did for them. They just got through buying a house, and it's beautiful out there. It's out in the country, 10 acres, house on the hill. It's beautiful. So I made them a little house warming cake when we went out to visit. This is a tip on how to lay parchment paper on a cookie sheet without it flying. And if you've done any baking, you know that trying to keep that parchment before you put your goodies on it laying flat on a pan is almost ridiculously, well, it's hard to keep it down. So it's because it's always in that rolled position. But if you just wet it a little bit, I may have oversaturated it, but I dried it off and it worked just great. I got that tip off the YouTube somewhere about a year or so ago, and it does. It works great. It doesn't affect your baked goods or anything. It just lets it lay flat, and wherever you want it, it stays. And that's it. I'm new to voice audio too, so give me a break. And this is, I keep wanting to call him Hank, and my granddaughter laughs every time I do because that's not his name. Drake or Drakey. Anyway, he came with the house. The people that owned the house, that's our granddaughter. And this is Hunter and Cassidy, her Cassidy's family. And this is the guys out there. They're around the pit cutting it and talking man talk. This is Sam's mother, our daughter, Crystal. My babies. I love them. And that's in her new house. That's the kitchen. It's a nice kitchen. God, I'd give anything for it. I also bake cookies, chocolate chip. They were good. Chocolate chip. These are cream cheese stuffed chocolate. I love them. My husband doesn't care too much for chocolate chip. I mean, for cream cheese. He loves chocolate chip. That was cinnamon rolls. Here's some pickles I put up. I put up kosher dill spears and bread and butter. Turned out great. They could do with a little bit more crunch, though. I'm still trying to figure out how to do that. And this was a project I asked my husband to take care of for me. Water, always from sponges that won't drain right. So he came up with that little contraption that's guttering on the side of it, and it works great. That little orange sponge is the culprit. And then I did peach and apricot jellies, jams, strawberry kiwi jams. What else? Blackberry raspberry jam. Oh, they all turned out really good. Larry had to do a brake job, and I actually just now, at my age, discovered Hidden Valley Ranch, homemade. Then I made biscuits. Those are grands. I've been doing cupcakes, just practicing. Larry did a turkey. God, that thing was good. This is another vanilla cake recipe I tried. Wasn't nuts about it. But see that white container, the plastic? You get those with fruit from the grocery store. They make great little gift givers, if you want to pack it off to grandma's house or something. That works great. Tried that silicone thing out. I don't think I'm real nuts about it. And see the little lone vanilla bean? Those are vanilla bean cupcakes. They are the bomb. They're great. I loved them. Great recipe. Finally found a really neat frosting there for my cupcakes. They turned out great. So I'll be hanging on to those. I also make my own croutons. You remember when we used to be able to get those little ones in the store? You can't get them anymore. I can't find them. So I make my own. And see that cake frosting? Yeah, it fell. It's not for inside or something that's going to sit there for hours. You need something different. And it was our anniversary on the 26th of September. 47 years. I'd do it all over again, I believe. Yeah, I would. I love my man. Because he does stuff like this. Well, not only because of this, but this was some good eats. That's a pork butt. And I wrote down the name of that. Boar's Head. Oh, what is it? Let me look at my notes here. Boar's Head something. Yeah, Boar's Head brown sugar and spice glaze. You can get it at grocery store. We got ours at H-E-B here in town. But oh my God, that just makes you want to rub your face in it. This is good stuff. We ate off that several days. That green egg cooks good too, or grills, or whatever you call it. I don't know, that's man talk. And there's our Libby looking for something on the ground that may have fallen. She was out of luck. That pork butt. God, that was good. He made beans. Now this, I made yogurt. First time I've ever made yogurt, and I did it in the Instapot. And see the rubber ring right there? Always take it out. Don't leave it because you can't get your roast smell out of it. So you take it out and you don't pressurize. You just cook. See the yogurt button there circled in green? You just punch it. 8 hours later, you got yogurt. Good stuff, and I will be making the recipe to that a lot of times.
Need a bigger bowl or not?
Mm-hmm. That's gonna work.
Well, isn't that slick? That is neat. Well, the Instapot method worked. And this is all the way. Whatever somebody would use that for, I don't know. But it was half this amount last night before we put it in the refrigerator, and now this morning, I mean, it's just, I don't know how much, about 4 cups, 5 cups away, or more? No? No, but it's a bunch. So I will be making, what, it's like I told Larry, if I had left this longer, they say it would have turned into cream cheese as well, so that is pretty slick. Let's see the consistency. Once that's already almost like cream cheese now, a really soft cream cheese now. That is nice. And you know how expensive it is in the stores anymore. Good deal. Alright. Get that mixed up and put the lid on it. And I guess I'll dump this right now because I don't know what else I'd use it for. I don't want to put it in my hair or rub it on my legs. So, goodbye way for now until I find something else for you to do. Oh, I hear people screaming. Sorry.
Okay, and then I make my own, what do you call that, granola with apricots and cherries and nuts and all kinds of goodies in there. Anything you want to add, you can do it. Do your own stuff in the oven with honey. Oh, delicious. I made some lemon curd, super easy. Had to have something to go on that cake, you know, that melted halfway down the street. But I learned. I'm learning. And then cupcakes. The frosting, that is, oh, you might know, I'd forget the name of that. Ermine frosting. It's good if you want to serve it in front of people and keep it maybe an hour or so. You can keep it in the refrigerator, it's fine, but if you're going to serve it or serve something immediately, ermine is good. I liked it. So other than that, that's not all of what we've been doing this last half of the year, but I thought I'd better get on there and let you know we're not just sitting around vegetating. Larry's been taking his dad back and forth to doctor's visits and stuff. So anyway, I hope everybody is doing well, and like and subscribe. Have a good one.